Hello and welcome along and welcome to the Platinum Edition for Farming Simulator 19, which is all class. Yes, the Farming Simulator 19 Platinum Edition drops on Tuesday, and we have a little bit of early access to show you around it and take a look and give you my thoughts on it, because I've had this for a couple of days now. I've had a lot of play around with it, mainly on the silage side of things. Video later today on that. But yeah, look at all this equipment. Over 35 items in this DLC, and every single one of them are from the same brand. They are all from class. It's really nice to see such a huge array of stuff added to the game, and yeah, I'm blown away by this. It's actually a really good DLC. I love it. It's not perfect, and we will come to that a bit later. There are a couple of items which it's mostly stuff that's missing, interestingly, that I have an issue with. But there are a couple of bits on the side of the modelling and the texture quality and everything. Though this is all up to the kind of standard that we've come to expect from Giants. It's really detailed. It's really beautiful looking. Let's jump in the Xerion here and have a look inside, and you can see the level of detail on these is just absolutely incredible. So I've been loving that, and it's just sort of going around the various pieces of kit. I think my favourite pieces of kit from the DLC, firstly, are these two. This is a little front loader. What is this? The 639 Taurion. It's great little front loader, that. And then what has to be the smallest wheel loader we've ever had in the game, the 956 Taurion here, is just absolutely brilliant little wheel loader. I can see an awful lot of farms having this because it's a wheel loader, but it's sort of the same sort of size as a telehandler, and as a result, it's just going to be massively useful for so many dairy farms in the game. Plus, normally with this sort of size piece of equipment, you have you've got like this. Oh no, this is the wrong one. That is the front loader. I don't want that. I want this. If I can jump in the right piece of kit, I will show you it. Yeah, so that's this. So yeah, like normal, it is a mid-turn, but I have not had any issues using this, which I have with others. Maybe I'm just getting better at using these mid-turn ones. I would quite like to have seen steering on them, but I don't think that's, you know, that's the reality of these, not something that could have been changed for the game. Of course, one of the other highlights, and something I know lots of people have been waiting for, is the class Scorpion here. Really nice telehandler. Good to see another telehandler in the game. Trouble with having all these equipment so close. And again, it looks really nice. I also like that one of the issues I've had with earlier releases of the game is that I felt it's too far back where you sit in the seats. I haven't noticed any of the seats looking like it's too far back. So yeah, I really quite like that. The camera positions are all good. Yeah, and it's just really glorious, really lovely. The other highlight is this beast, the class Xerion. It comes in a 4,000, 4,500 and 5,000, and there are several things I like about this. So firstly, I want to show you the shop for this tractor. It has the 4,000, and then for the 4,500 and the 5,000, we get a different bonnet, which is really nice. I like that a lot. It does come with wide tyres. It comes with narrows as well, which is brilliant. So it's a good all-rounder tractor, this as well, which is great for the 400,000 price tag. So yeah, I'm loving that. And then its last feature that I absolutely love is this. Look at that. That is just fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. It is wonderful to have a reverse drive like that. It means that anything you put on this that acts like a harvester or anything like that, you have harvester view, and it's such a nice clear view that you get with this. Perfect for mowing, which is just, yeah. You put a set of mowers on here, butterflies and single that connect together, and it just, yeah, absolute breeze, absolutely wonderful. And then you turn it back, and look at that animation. Just so smooth and so nice. I absolutely love that. So that actually are the things I really like about this. If you are a silage, whoops. Out of here. There we go. If you are a silage fan, this absolutely is a DLC for you. I highly recommend it. Both forage harvesters are really, really nice. I've had no issues with them at all. They've worked brilliantly. I think my favourite out of the two is probably this one. Is the 960 Jaguar we've got here, but it's not, because that's the TT. I've got both 960s. I've got 960s on both. It's an interesting shape difference between the two, with the tracked one and the regular. No smaller ones, and yeah, I'll come to that in a moment. The balers are nice. We've got a nice around combo baler wrapper in the 455 Roland. And we've got the big quadrant, which there's been a mod of this about for a while. So I think I'm going to have to compare the mods to this and see what the difference is at some point. And then yeah, there is the flagship item in this, which is of course the big new Lexion, the 8900. This is lovely. This is absolutely brilliant, this combine. And I think what we're going to do, if I run over here, we've got one set up here. We're going to go and do a quick bit of cutting with this, and you can see how this works. So start her up. We need to unfold the harvester. Yeah, there we go. Right, and away we go. And just, yeah, this is a massive header. I believe this is now the largest combine in the game. It is absolutely humongous, and I love it. I think we're gonna have to use this somewhere. I've got a couple of plans for it. We will be using it, but it is just. I look at the animation on those straw swaths out the back. Absolutely beautiful. I'm really digging this combine, and if we turn on the straw swath itself, there we go. Nice, neat straw swaths. So, yeah, I like that a lot. That is a very, very nice combine. So, yeah, we'll be using that. The Tucano we have here as well. Another good combine. Which actually brings us to probably my issues with this DLC. It's the stuff that isn't in it. And that's the little bit that baffles me. We've got a single Lexion. I would quite have liked a 700 to fill in the gap between these two combines. It's a bit weird that we don't have some of Class's flagship combines in this. So yeah, that is a little bit odd to me. The other thing, of course, is we've got two big forage harvesters. We've not got any of their smaller ones, so none of the 800 series. And then the really big omission to me from this is no tedder and no windrower. And for all of the grass stuff and all of the animal, all of the grass working stuff that Class do, it's a little bit odd to me that there is no windrower and no tedder. So you can't do the complete setup without getting a mod or doing stuff like that. That I find a little bit odd. The other thing is, if you so we talked about the reverse drive on the Xerion a moment ago. These mowers don't connect up in the way I described. So there is no rear 3-point or pass-through for the PTO. So these mowers cannot be connected up in a triple in the way that I would like to use with this. Now, I'm guessing that's a limitation of the real-life equipment. I don't know if class make a set of mowers like that, but it is unfortunate because what you have to do is, yeah, you have to use this class, this Zerion, with the Pottinger mowers if you want to do that setup. There is one other niggle, and I know a few people have brought this up. I'm going to play a couple of the engine sounds. In general, the engine sounds are great, and I love the sounds of the engines in this DLC. But we're going to jump in the 940 here. And you can hear the throatiness and the depth of that. Similarly, in the 800, you know, there is a throatiness and a depth. And I think there's a few people at this point who are going, oh no. If we listen to this, again, there's a little bit of depth and a little bit of bass to it. I get into the Taurion, the 1914, and it's just, to me, that's very tinny. That does not sound right. And I'd need to go and listen to some Taurions, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of the sound on this. Having said that, at this point I am pulling small things, really, for me. I like it. There's a fantastic range of tractors. I mean, you can build a class farm setup on your tractors and your wheel loaders and your Scorpion, so your telehandler, your combine. If you, as I said earlier, if you're looking to do forage, if you're looking to do silage with this DLC, absolutely get this DLC. The silage on this is absolutely fantastic. I've spent more time playing with silage with this DLC than anything else, and it is an absolutely brilliant DLC for that. So that's where I'm going to leave this first look and overview. Sorry, sort of review and overview of the DLC. I will be doing several garage tours and looking at all of these pieces of equipment in a little bit more depth over the next couple of days. Yeah, in general, overall, this is a fantastic DLC. I highly recommend it. I would pop out and grab it. There are still a few days to pre-order it and get the pre-order bonuses, which unfortunately I don't have at the moment, so I'm unable to show you those. But yeah, I would go out and grab this because I think it is absolutely fantastic. Oh, before I go, one other thing: lots of DLCs and things have you know, huge. They say they have huge numbers of equipment, and they have. And then half of them are weights, or you get a load of weights. There are only 3 weights in this. All of them are configurable to add multiple different weights to them. I think that's brilliant. I absolutely love that. Only 3 weights out of the 35 plus items in the DLC. Brilliant that they actually end up configuring to about a dozen, I think it was when I looked at it. So yeah, I love this DLC. Go grab it. It's not perfect, but it is really, really good. And with that, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this review and overview. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.